One of the things to remember before going in for an interview is that interviewers are strangers. The only thing they know about you is all you've written in your resume. And they basically believe that you are potentially a good fit for the position. That's the only reason they've invited you for an interview. You need to have that same amount of confidence in yourself as you prepare, because that confidence will give you the boldness that you require all through the interviewing process. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Random Chat with Bosun. My name is Bosun Bankole. Today on this channel, I will be talking about how to make a great first impression introducing yourself during an interview session. And that's basically how to answer the question, tell us about yourself. When introducing yourself, you need to make sure that you lead your introduction with something interesting and exciting about you, something that can leave a lasting impression in the minds of your interviewers. You're probably not the only person they'll be interviewing for that position, but you want to make sure that they remember you as a candidate. Personally, I like to lead introductions with something I am passionate about in my line of career. So, if, for example, I was being interviewed for a talent acquisition position, my introduction will sound like I've been in the HR profession for about 10 years, and I find the talent acquisition aspect of HR very exciting. I love talent acquisition because it allows me to interact with candidates from all walks of life from time to time, as well as have very intelligent conversations that could help me make a decision on what's best for my organization. I also do believe that my organization requires the right people at the right time to be able to achieve its goals. So, being a member of a team that helps my organization to find the right people at the right time is very rewarding. When you say that, it tells the interviewers that you're not just out for a job, you're going to be doing something that you're very passionate about and that you love. And that automatically sets you up as a successful candidate for the position. If you like this content so far, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. The next thing is to talk about your career journey. So, while preparing for your interview, it's important that you identify the key requirements of that position and see how that aligns with your experience so you can call out those requirements when you're talking about your journey. Also, try to be chronological so your story is easy to follow and they can connect one dot to another, or one point of job to another. Then highlight your big wins, not to brag, but just to call out that you've done some things in the past that they are looking to achieve in the position you're now interviewing for. And then, if it's possible, you can mention one or two reasons why you made job changes when you did, but that's not compulsory, except you find that you have a lot of gap in your resume and you want to call that out before they raise questions about it, right? So here's an example of a good career summary, and you can take or leave whatever aspect of it you find useful. So you can say something like, in my 10 years of experience, I have worked in the construction, the retail, and the communication industry. And my first role was at this organization where I spent 3 years doing this, that, and that. And one of the key wins I had in that position was this and was that. And the kind of skills that I developed were this and that. I moved on from that position to this other position where I got my first opportunity to utilize my leadership skills, and then I led this team to achieve this and that. After spending that amount of years in that organization, I wanted to know more about business processes and business operations, so I decided to take on this course or to take on this certification. When I finished with that, I got another job doing this and that, and these are the big things I achieved on those jobs, and these are some of the projects I worked on. Now, that description helps them to follow your story. It helps them to see how you're connected to this position you're interviewing for. It also helps them to see some of the major achievements you've had in your career, right? So it's so important to have your thoughts coordinated, ensure that you're saying the kind of things you want them to know about you while you are in that section of your introduction. It is very easy to overshare when you're introducing yourself. I mean, when you start talking about personal things that is not necessary to the job you're being interviewed for. Things like how old you are, what country you are from originally, how many kids you have, all of those things have nothing to do with the job, right? Whatever will put your interviewers on the verge of bias is something you should not share, right? If they're personal to you, keep them away. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't give the interviewers an opportunity to get to know you. That's very important. But I'm saying channel those conversation around your interests, things you're passionate about, things you love doing, or how you work well with a team, and not make it don't make it too personal about you. Okay, the juicy spot to be in when introducing yourself in an interview should be around 3 to 5 minutes. If you put in too many details that's unrelated, you will use up all of those time, or possibly lose the interest of your interviewers in you. But you need to make it short, straight to the point, and make whatever you're saying a punchline. When interviewing, you need to remember that you are not only being tested for your skills and experience, but you're equally being tested for your professionalism and your style. So you need to ensure that your thoughts and your words are well coordinated. But trust me, it's difficult to have coordinated thoughts when you're under pressure. This is why you need to practice your introduction before the interview. Don't assume you will always have the right things to say, but write down your introduction and practice it. Practicing helps you to speak more easily and convincingly because you're not doing it for the first time. It also helps to ensure that you're not mincing your words or losing your thoughts. So, as much as possible, practice your introduction before your interview. Finally, always close your introductions with how your skills and experience aligns with the position you're being interviewed for. Those are the tips I have to share today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And please share this with all of your friends who are currently applying to positions. Thank you. I'll see you again next week.